feeling. How are you feeling today overall? And be honest with me.
I'm feeling, I will be honest, delighted.
Okay.
I think the euphoria from minute 95 to minute 120 plus, you know, life got close to what it felt like when Luke Shaw scored that goal against Italy. It was not how we wanted to do it, but we did it. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. If you go through a whole tournament not playing your best football, but you get the results, that's the most important thing. And I think, in a way, and this may feel like a biased compliment, but when you're playing at your worst and you can still get a win, I think that says something about a team. Obviously...
Whatever it says about the team is rubbish.
But if you're still able to get the win when you're playing badly, it says something.
What it says, look, listen, I've told you, my problem with Alex here is Alex likes painting. Alex could literally tell you that the devil, there's a part of the devil that we should embrace because listen, at least he was chilling with God at some point in his life and he probably did some really good things with God. The fact that he's committed sin and they've shown you down to earth, it doesn't mean we should that's who Alex is, right? Alex, call a spade for once. Like that's, you don't need to be coming here every day and be trying to make people look good, right? England, they were terrible, but they just escaped with a win. They escaped.
I will be
they escaped.
Honest. It was, I think it will go down as the worst performance I've seen from England in a long time. You know, flashbacks to when we lost to Iceland in the 2016
This was worse.
Euros.
In my opinion, this was worse.
As a performance, this was worse. Not only, I think, in terms of the players we had back then, you know, it just felt lackadaisical. This time, we know we have the players. We have the ability. I've said this countless times. We should be, on paper, winning this tournament.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying comfortably, but we should be the outright favourites with the team players we have. I know Spain and Germany are very good, but England should be at that level with those two teams.
Yeah.
The players that we have, we should not be celebrating in that manner. It's fine to celebrate it when we do it, fine. Bellingham scored an absolutely amazing goal. One of the best goals I've ever seen.
Sorry. Hold on. You see, sometimes I like us not to start traveling past the speed of whatever plane that we're about to get.
Alex is trying to sugarcoat.
No. I mean, and I've told you that's my problem with Alex on this show. Alex, I'm beginning to. You're definitely not going to be a judge anymore. You know, I used to call you a judge on this show.
No.
Now,
So
what
I'm saying, I was getting to the crux of my point. I think. Generally, we played awfully. I will admit that. England were shocking yesterday. It was one of the worst performances I've seen from any team in a while. I think defensively we looked a bit flat. I think Trippier obviously coming off was a big loss. You know, putting Saka at left back was a bold decision. I think it, was something that I wouldn't like to see again.
Interesting choice of words.
But I think when I look at the midfield, I said this exactly yesterday. You can just play the clip I said yesterday. There's no link between the midfield and the attack. There's no direct forward play. It's just flat. It's lacking in ideas. And when I think back to the majority of the match yesterday, I think for quite a large part of it, I was sat there with my head in my hands, just thinking, shaking my head at poor passes, poor decision making, and the tactics as well. It almost feels like we keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result, and it's just not.
No, that's
working.
Exactly what you're doing. It's not almost it.
It's not, but
you are doing this. What's happening?
At some point,
Alex,
Southgate has to realise it's not going to work. The tactics.
I don't know if he can.
The personnel. I think it was brilliant starting Kobbie Mainoo. He needs to do more. The players that he brought on. Anthony Gordon sat on the bench again. Bring him on. These players. He did bring them on at the end, and we saw a spark. Why doesn't he realise that these players need to come on sooner and start games?
By the way, we need to correct something, though. The goal from Jude Bellingham, it was a good goal, right? I understand that people keep calling it bicycle kick, because Sara, I just heard you say bicycle kick. Now, that is not a bicycle kick to me, okay? That's a scooter.
The one leg was...
That's a scooter kick, okay? Now, a bicycle kick is what Cristiano Ronaldo, Garnacho, like, you see, those ones, they fly. They take a flight,
and the flight.
Right? And then,
now, one leg was still
now,
stationary.
Jude Bellingham's one was like, it was fasting. You know, when you're hungry and there's not enough protein and carbohydrate in the food, you know how you would react to it, right? That's that bicycle kick we had from Jude Bellingham. It was good. It was, the goal literally brought out the whole spirit again back to it for England, and it gave them that momentum to say, okay, you know what? There's a possibility that we could still go. Now, that's why I think the goal is special. But the type of goal, fam, that's an average goal, man. Jesus Christ. Like, don't coverage.
That's one of the best goals I've ever seen.
What?
In your life?
This is my problem with Alex.
In a long time, The ball's in the box.
Sorry, hold on.
He's
No,
back
no,
to
no,
goal.
because
wait,
then we
wait.
have a big issue
Wait,
because you're not watching good
No,
football.
see,
That
that's
is
exactly
hands down.
when he said
My
that he
life.
scored one of the most fantastic goals. I was like, listen, I've seen so many goals even in this competition so far, and I can pick at least 3 to 4 goals that are better than Jude Bellingham's goal
pick.
from
Hands
yesterday.
down.
What 3? Oh, go 3. What 3 goals are better than Jude Bellingham's goal so far in this tournament? I want to hear it.
Right, one of them, I will go with the one from Fabian Ruiz, right?
Oh!
You remember the one where he took out everyone, pium, 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 blah, pium, he did it and boom, the thing went in. That's one, right? Number 2, you remember the goal from the guy from Georgia? Is it from Georgia? Is it Georgia from Slovakia? What?
2 Turkey goals against Georgia, Arda Güler and...
That one is also in the list. That one, I would choose that one over Bellingham's goal. Do you know? Now, yes, I was going to go to that Arda Güler one, right? But there's this other one from the guy from, I think it's Georgia. Damn, I can't remember. So the one he cut him from the right, and then he just whipped it in like, oh, man. No, that's not the...
That was Arda Güler, yeah.
Arda Güler against Georgia.
Yeah, but there was another goal. Okay, sorry, I think the one I'm talking about actually came from the right, and it's one of the recent matches. Jesus Christ, when I remember, I'll tell you.
Are you talking about Switzerland's from outside of the box? That was from the lab, bodyguard.
I mean, there's been so many goals from outside of the box.
Yo,
and listen, and I will tell you, any goal that's been scored from outside the box is better than Jude Bellingham's goal. I will tell you that for free. No, fact. Like, you see, sometimes you guys don't understand the level of talent, the level of boldness, the level of, how you have to comport yourself to be able to shoot from outside, and then it goes in.
I can say the same thing about Bellingham's. To have the ability, he's back to goal, to get it on target, to get it past the keeper, at the acrobatic skill.
Let's not. Let me correct you on something.
The ability to get that in the back of the net. Very few players can do that.
Do you know that 80, or will I say 95% of players who have tried a bicycle kick, they've not thought about the target. All they've thought about is, I'm going to do this kick, and hopefully it goes into the post.
A lot of it's fine. A lot of it's fine.
They still have to do it. They still have to get it in the back of the net.
Yeah.
And the skill to do that is,
Fam, there's no skill. You just need to know how to do backflip. Jesus Christ. Like, fam,
I'm with you. But I've always appreciated a different kind of goal. Being somebody that watches Messi and the way he carries the ball, I appreciate a dribble through or a cut from outside and come in much more than a screamer from, 18 yards out. Or, some bicycles, of course, like that Cristiano Ronaldo in the Champions League, obviously, or Gareth Bale even as well. Those ones stick with you. But, those ones that you have to have so much skill. You remember Messi's first goal for Barcelona where Ronaldinho gave him the assist and it was the flick. And I'm this to me is the amount of skill and the timing. And that is my kind of football. I've never been, the big, flashy, showy stuff. I think what Klinton is saying is because it wasn't, I guess, a full bias. He also wasn't getting pressed by the defenders, if I'm honest.
Well, exactly. He was just there. It wasn't one of them Garnacho moments where it was like the ball was literally flying.
So Garnacho's goal was better than Bellingham's.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I just want to hear you say it.
No, listen, I just hope this doesn't get online because it's going to cause some serious uproar because the two of them are just not, you can't compare them. Like, that one from Garnacho to Bellingham, it's like one is the Olympics, the other one is Paralympics. All right, God, sorry. That's not how I meant it. But what I'm trying... No, wait. What I'm trying to say is that one is a... Okay, right.
Digging, man.
Listen. If you're listening to me, I'm sure you understand what I mean. These guys are trying to get me into some well I'm not able to come out from. But what I'm saying is, Jude Bellingham goal is a goal that even Alex will score.
No,
Alex.
Give me 90% of the players at this summer's Euros wouldn't be able to score that goal.
Come on, man.
This is a 10% sort of goal. Not many players can score that goal.
Do you know what happened? He was literally close to the ground when he took that stop. Like, it wasn't like he went a few feet.
He jumped
above.
and then...
Exactly. That one, you would be like, okay, you require some level of calculation. You need to have done further mathematics in school. You need to understand, how to find X and Y. It's like, all these are the things that go through your brain for you to time the ball coming from somewhere, and then you lift yourself. Come on, man.
All right, let's move on a bit from Jude Bellingham here. But